Lorena, and I am a Whole Foods nutritionist. I focus my practice on individualized nutrition, and I'm really focused on whole food. So we're trying to take away more processed food and bringing in more abundance of fresh, local, sustainable sources. So as we kind of create that relationship with better food, with local food, with seasonal eating, and knowing where your food comes from, you'll find a really big difference in one, how you feel, two, how you feel about the environment, and getting enough micronutrients and macronutrients to fulfill you, keep you hungry, keep you energized, regulate your blood sugar. So I break up my coaching into kind of monthly focuses, but also really into specific areas. So when I talk about food as energy, food is a calorie. Calorie is energy in our body. We need calories. Oftentimes, especially as women, we are told to undereat. And when you undereat, your body thinks you're starving, so it holds on to extra fat for when you need it. So if we're not giving ourselves enough energy or fuel, we tend to gain more weight and hold on to that for when we need it. I'm really a huge fan of increasing protein intake. Again, a lot of us are not eating enough protein, or especially quality protein. And then carbohydrates and fats are very important. We need them for quick energy, but also eating too much of them can cause blood sugar fluctuations. And then fat is also a very much hormone specific food that we need to regulate our hormones. So having balanced meals is really important, and knowing how to have those meals is macronutrients. So I talk about protein, carbohydrates, and fat in detail. What are good sources? What aren't so good sources? How they affect your blood sugar? How they can affect your energy and your hormones. So we need all three of them for balanced meals, and I want to teach you how to have a balanced meal, what that means. Then I talk about micronutrients. So micronutrients are your vitamins and minerals. We are supposed to get them from food. However, most people are not getting enough from food, whether that's variety or they're sourcing. So shipping food overseas decreases your micronutrient value. So knowing where those come from, what you can eat more of, or maybe what you can get rid of. America is overfed and undernourished as a whole. So eating 60% of our food from fast food or processed food, you're not getting many nutrients from that. So we need to flip that script. We need to get more whole foods with closer sources to home, and we were going to get a lot more nutrients, but we can also talk about supplementing as well. Then I talk about your awareness and relationship with food. So really, really important is knowing why, when, how, where you're eating, what you're eating, why you're eating is really important, and what's your relationship with food. Having more awareness going into it of, you are an adult and you're making decisions for yourself, but if you don't have the knowledge or the education to make those good choices, then it's really hard to know what to do. So I like to focus on that as well and just teach you about finding good food and knowing what good food is and nourishing yourself. I never try to take anything away from you. So the more you say you can't have it, the more you want it, right? Knowing that relationship with food is really important. So nourish yourself with all the good stuff, and that other stuff will just slowly be crowded out, and you're just gonna feel so much better.